She had everything. Fame, success, millions of followers. From the outside, her life looked perfect. Cameras followed her everywhere, crowds adored her, and her smile became one of the most recognizable in the world. But behind that smile, something wasn't right. This is Selena Gomez's story and hidden battle with lupus. A battle very few people ever truly saw. In a world where fame often feels distant and untouchable, Selena Gomez stands out, not just as a global star, but as someone deeply human. From her early days as a Disney actress to becoming an international name, her rise was undeniable. But what truly connects her to people isn't just her success, it's her honesty. She has spoken openly about her struggles, making millions feel less alone in their own. Yet, at the peak of her career, something began to change. Behind the spotlight, a quiet battle was taking shape. Fatigue, pain, exhaustion. Easy to dismiss, especially with such a demanding life. To others, everything seemed fine. But beneath the surface, something far more serious was unfolding. This is the story of how lupus reshaped her life and turned her from a star into a symbol of resilience. The turning point didn't come all at once. It crept in slowly. At first, it was easy to ignore. Constant tiredness, body aches, a kind of exhaustion that never really went away. She blamed her schedule, convinced herself it was temporary, like many people would. But her body was telling a different story. Then came the moment that changed everything. A sudden collapse. What once felt manageable wasn't anymore. In hospital rooms filled with uncertainty, she finally got her answer. Lupus. A chronic illness. It attacks your own body. Like skin, joints, organs, with no quick fix, only lifelong management. In that moment, everything shifted. Control was gone, and she was facing a fight she never saw coming.
What is lupus? Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease. In simple terms, the body's defense system turns against itself. Instead of protecting you, it begins to attack healthy tissues, affecting the skin, joints, and even vital organs. For some, symptoms are mild: rashes, fatigue, joint pain. For others, it can lead to severe complications like organ damage or stroke. And while anyone can develop lupus, it affects women far more often.
Living with lupus isn't just a physical struggle, it's deeply emotional. For Selena, the battle was happening on multiple levels. Internally, there was fear, the uncertainty of not knowing how she would feel from one day to the next. There were moments of denial and constant anxiety about what the future might hold. Externally, the pressure never stopped. Every change in her appearance, every pause in her career became public discussion. Speculation grew louder, even when the truth remained unseen. And medically, lupus brought its own challenges. Unpredictable symptoms, overwhelming fatigue, and treatments that came with difficult side effects. Through all of this, she kept going, quietly fighting a battle most people couldn't see. Because real strength isn't about avoiding struggle. It's about continuing despite it.
There came a time when everything slowed down. Her success, her fame, none of it could protect her from what she was going through. After her diagnosis, the future felt uncertain. Each day carried a mix of fear and hope. Her career paused. The noise faded. The stage that once defined her life went quiet. When she heard the full reality of her condition, it felt like time itself had changed. Her body grew weaker. Pain replaced strength. This wasn't just a health crisis. It was an emotional breaking point. But her story didn't end there. Living with lupus became a continuous journey, one filled with difficult choices, setbacks, and resilience. Hospital visits became routine. Treatments drained her energy. Some days were harder than others. There were moments where hope felt fragile. But she didn't give up. Her family stood by her. Her fans supported her. And somehow, through the hardest days, she found the strength to keep moving forward. In 2017, she revealed one of the most difficult chapters. She had undergone a kidney transplant at just 24. Her best friend had donated the organ, saving her life. The news shocked many, but it also raised awareness about how serious lupus can be. Even then, the challenges didn't stop. The illness continued to affect her body, her health, and even her ability to carry a child in the future.
Recovery wasn't quick. It didn't happen all at once. It came in small steps, day by day. She learned to listen to her body, to respect its limits, to rebuild her strength, piece by piece. Her journey opened up conversations, not just about lupus, but about mental health, vulnerability, and resilience. In the end, her story is about more than survival. It's about choosing to rise again. Because surviving is powerful, but rising after everything falls apart, that's what truly transforms you.